with the wait to see what Augusta is planning to do when it comes to cracking down on absentee landlords.
As we first reported, city leaders are planning to tour certain neighborhoods. They want to check in on housing conditions and decide if a slumlord ordinance is needed. George Escalante reports.
When it comes to code enforcement in Harrisburg, they say the problems can come from those not living here.
You've got some landlords, many of whom don't live in this area, who own property and refuse to keep it up.
Now Augusta commissioners planning to see the issues for themselves, approving a tour of neighborhoods like Harrisburg and Laney Walker to check on housing conditions to determine if Augusta needs new code regulations or what some are calling a slumlord ordinance.
We need to make sure that code enforcement and every other city department responsible understands what's going on so that we can potentially deal with slumlords in this community.
Philip Williams says his association has been working on code issues in Harrisburg for years. So what is the feeling about a slumlord ordinance?
We would love to have an ordinance that would keep all the properties up to code, but you run into so many issues.
And Williams says one of the main issues is something beyond commissioners can fix alone, saying state law protections for private property owners is an obstacle.
If you go to the code enforcement people, you'll find that their job is just almost impossible to do because of the tangle of laws. It takes months, if not years, sometimes to resolve these issues.
But commissioners are planning to see firsthand what can be done in Harrisburg and whether the answer is a slumlord ordinance. In Augusta, George Escalante, WJBF, News Channel 6.